So Rabbi Isai, I just want to talk to you for a second from my heart over here. I thought when I was reading this, I thought a beautiful thing. He claimed Tainus Listim Mizuyan. He lied. He said that he was held up at gunpoint. It turns out it wasn't gunpoint. What does this negate to us? That many times, we have Baruch Furman over here. Many times we have excuses. I can't come today to the shir. I can't learn today because I'm very tired, because I went to a wedding, because I have a bris, I have a really big deal coming up, I have a meeting, I have a phone call, my wife, I'm sick, I don't feel, I this, I that. And the Gemara here is teaching us there are no excuses. And I'm going to tell you this, if it's mechazik one person, so it's kedai. I'm not saying this chas v'shalom for any kind of, it's in humility. I celebrated 1,500 days straight of giving a shir. Giving a shir, not listening to a shir and doing daf yomi, but preparing for many hours every day, 1,500 days straight. So obviously, during those 1,500 days, there were days where I had high fever, days where my son got married, days, and this is embarrassing, but if it gives somebody chizuk, the day that my daughter gave birth, it was at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was in the hospital, and she lost consciousness, and they rushed her in for surgery, and they weren't sure if she's going to make it or not. And I decided, stupidly, to come here and give this shir. Now, looking back, I made a mistake probably, but it taught me that there are no excuses, that there's nothing to stop you. There's nothing that's a good enough excuse not to do the daf. If it's not you dying, or if you're not Robert Early sitting Shiva on a son that got killed in Gaza, then there's no excuse. If your friend is getting married, so you go later to the chasana. You don't have to be there for 4.5 hours. And if you have a bris, so maybe you missed the bris. There are no excuses, Rabbi side. So before you think to yourself that today I don't want to do the daf, think 1,000 times. Is this a gun held to your head? Or maybe it's at the end, it's listim she'enim mezuyim. Maybe it's not a gun. It's not a pikuach nefesh like you think. No. There are no excuses, Rabbi side, no excuses.